Consider this a special training session.
Here it comes.
Hey guys, what's up? W Gaming here, and I'm hoping that you're all doing phenomenally well. And today we have a new video for you guys. Today we are going to be doing the second episode on how to fight with, and today we will be discussing Vados. So this is her episode today, and we are going to discuss her kit, look at what she does and what she does best. She is a support type unit, it says right here on the bottom right corner. And she is a very good support unit, maybe the best support unit in the game. She really does the support name justice. She has quite a lot of tags, not a whole lot, but pretty good. She has the Angel, the God Key, the Universe 6, Rival Universe, and Girl's tag. And that Girl's tag being pretty important since she could be paired up with Android 18, and that is some scary thing. And if we look at her strike arts, is normal strikes, normal blasts. Now her special move deals major explode damage, seals enemy strike arts on hit. The sealed arts cannot be used for 5 timer counts, cannot be nullified by most other special moves. This special move is pretty good and very useful in a pinch. If you're trying not to vanish and you go backwards in the fight, you're at long range and they try to hit you with a blast, you can hit them with that, and maybe you can bait them and they won't be able to strike you quickly. This has a lot of use and it is very good, and it's amazingly well put up here for a support unit. It really allows you to buy time, and that's what she mainly does. She buys you a lot of time. When you look at her kit, that is like something that you notice that she really does well. So with her green cards, she shortened allies substitution count by 3, reduces enemy key by 40, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade minus 100 to key recovery for 5 timer counts. So it takes your enemy's key and then it doesn't let your enemy recover the key. So that is pretty good. It doesn't give your team like attack or damage buffs, but it allows her to bring the other teammates faster, and that is good because when she switches out, you're gonna see here on her abilities, there is that in that place in her switches is where the damage boosts come from. If we see her main ability, it says restores ally health by 15% and plus 30% to damage inflicted by allies for 60 timer counts, cancels allies attribute downgrades and normal conditions. So she healed the team by 15% and everyone gets 30% more damage, included with her other abilities that we're going to read down here. So that is pretty good, and 60 timer counts is not that bad. It's quite a long time. If you pop it very early, you know, you might not get all the rewards from it, but if you save it a little bit, maybe you can stack it up for later in the fights, because a lot of characters like to have their damage stacked up more as the fight progresses. There are other characters that can go quickly, like 18 or some characters like that, but other characters like to build up their damage. But anyways, anytime you pop this, everyone is getting more damage, including her, because she is an ally. She's herself, you know, she's on the team if you're using her. Her Z ability to attack Gaki and Rival Universe, base blast attack and defense is pretty good. Now, if we go here for her unique abilities, this is where her magic comes from. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. I misclicked here. Restores key by 25. Now, plus 45% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, increases art's card draw speed by 1 level for 20 timer counts, and minus 5 to strike and blast art's cost for 15 timer counts. And randomly destroys 2 enemy cards when changing cover. So this ability is more for herself and for protecting herself and for letting her attack more and try to buy you more time. This is what I'm talking about buying time. When she enters the battlefield, she gets card draw speed for 20 timer counts. Plenty of time to allow you to do a large enough combo, you know, to buy yourself more time. She gains ki when she comes in, and her damage inflicted like goes up quite a bit, 45%. It's pretty good. And she gets her cards reduced cost, so that is also pretty good. She will be good for doing long combos, so you can like prolong the fight, so you can stay with her. Let's say you're in a dangerous situation, she's gonna be able to buy you more time until another strong ally can come in. So that is very, very good. And the breaking 2 cards is really, really good. When the opponent starts attacking you quickly and you see them from afar and attacking you, you can just send her and their cards are going to be broken, and they're not going to be able to attack more from there unless they have a rush or something like that. And that is really, really, really good. And then her second unique applies the following effect to allies when this character is switched to standby. Restores ki by 25, plus 35% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, and plus 5 to damage inflicted up to 50%, and that cannot be cancelled. Also restores ally attack guard ki or attack rival universe health by 10%. This support right here is amazing. You can stack up damage just by passively changing with her, getting out and bringing another character and repeating, rinse and repeating. And the part that you can use her for uncancelable damage inflicted is pretty good, and that stacks up, you know, up to 50. I know it's a long time. In the later videos that you're gonna see, I couldn't even stack up 10 switches with her because it's pretty hard. So I didn't do it because it's not very realistic. But the idea here is that the first time you get plus 40, because if you add 35% plus 5, you get plus 40 damage inflicted. The next time you switch out with her, the other character is getting 45. Then the next time they get 50%. Then the next time 55, and then 60, and so on. So the idea is that you're in your mindset, you want to think that it's the top damage that you're getting plus the other 5 stacked up. So every time your characters become more and more and more dangerous. Also adding to that your characters will be healing every time she switches out. So that is very, very, very good. We see here that she is a very, very good support unit. So let's go to the videos that I have demonstrating those abilities in some fights. So yeah, let's go to it. Alright, so what are we gonna do here? We're gonna use Vegito Blue and analyze his damage. We're gonna see how he attacks first without any switches at all. So we're gonna see a strike attack from him, and I think the first one was a critical. So we're gonna see how his critical attacks land, and then we're gonna see how his normal attacks land, and then we're gonna compare it after 6 or 7-ish switches. So this one right here would be the first attack without having any help from Vados. He just entered to the fight and he's gonna attack. So let's look at it. So that's his first attack. We got a critical at 409, so 409,896. So that is his strike attack with criticals. I'm gonna land another one here without the criticals, so let's see that. He dodged here. So let's see. So this would be, I'm guessing, yep. Yeah, without the criticals, he landed 334,000. So that is his attack potency without any switches or any help from Vados right here. Okay, if we see here, we're gonna change with Vados. And I want you to, before I go to anywhere else, I want you to look at what happens when she goes in. When we remember her kit, we can see the things that start popping up. You see the inflicted damage up, you see the card drawing speed up, then you see strike cost down, and then you see blast cost down, and when she popped the ultimate, she says substitution count down. So those are her abilities, like right there in there. And if you see on the top corner, you can see key recovery down. So Gohan right here has his key recovery reduced or like nullified basically, and he also has the reduced key on top of him. So you can see all of her effects being applied here. If he tried to attack and I switch, probably I could get him because he could not attack because he would not have key. So that is very, very good. Also that Vegeta Blue would be entering faster because once I switch out of her, pop the green, you can see the 10 timer counts. Boom, it's 7 already. So he can come in faster if I were to need it. So that is pretty good. So let's see here his damage with, I think it was about 6 or 7 switches from Vados. So this will be 1 strike attack from Vegeta Blue with that context. Alright, so this is a normal punch from Vegeta Blue right now. It's gotten all the way up to 533,514. So before, if Vegeta Blue landed a critical, his critical went up to 400,000. Now a normal punch is 530,000. So you can see that his damage has gotten even higher as a normal state. If it were a critical, it would have looked even scarier, you know, and probably hit towards about 600,000 or something like that, 600 and something just with 1 strike attack. So that is very good. You can see that your teammates are gonna get very, very strong with this, and that is a great support. You know, we're gonna hit him again, and then we're gonna pop the blue here, and he did with 1 punch, man, with 1 punch and 1 special move, 1.5 million. So pretty strong. Obviously Gohan is a red character, so Vegeta Blue is gonna hit hard here. But the idea is, like, we're gonna look at his damage and what he can do without his support or Vados support and with Vados support. Okay, so that looks pretty neat over here. Now you can see the same thing happens here. Now I pop the main ability here and we gain everything here, but we get more inflicted damage up. She gets inflicted damage up for herself, and then we get inflicted damage up because of the main ability that we popped. Okay, so that in itself would make Vegeta Blue hit even harder if I were to attack with him yet again. Even Whis would attack even harder here, and herself included. Everyone on your team is attacking even harder every time. So here we're gonna get an example of her special move. This is how it looks like, and once it lands, it says Arts Card Seal Strike. So all the Goten's cards, maybe the opponent's card, because even if he switches, he cannot use his strike attacks. So every strike attack he has on his hand cannot be used, and that is something that really helps you to buy time. You know, if let's say they try to do something, see, they attack here with Ki Blast because their strikes weren't usable, as an example. Okay, here we have an example when we are getting hit. So you can see the combo stop, and you can see when we were attacked, we got attacked by Gohan here. Look at Vegeta's health. It was obviously lowered because we got attacked. And when Gohan attacked Vados, when she cover changed, we could see the destroyed card. We can see it around here. So we get the inflicted damage up and all those things, but you can see destroy card. Okay, so it's not 1 card, it's actually 2 cards, but it actually helps because once Vegeta Blue was hit with a blast, then Vados was hit with a strike. Those were 2 cards that he used, and then I popped out the other 2, so he could not attack anymore. So that is something that really makes her very useful, just because she isn't a very great tank within herself. She's not meant to tank rushes or strong attacks or anything like that. She's mostly a support, so she's not going to be an Android 16 or anything like that. So that will not be very possible here with her, but that ability can help you just stop a combo outright with her. Here we pop the green card, we throw the blue. Now the opponent could not charge or have any key in order to attack as well. And we can attack with the Vegeta here, we can land some shots. And the idea here is that once you see that we switch out from Vados, let's look at it again. We have 17 key, so just 17. And when we switch out from Vegeta, we get to 70, almost 50%, 50 key. Okay, let's look at it again. From 17, we get here, we get 75, 77 key. Okay, we are restoring key while we get in, and we're gonna attack. Okay, so Vegeta himself actually gains key when he comes in. I'm guessing here that did he, well, if he drew the strike card, I think, well, maybe he just drew it by chance. I think he restores 50 key when he enters if his health is above your opponent's character or your opponent's character. If you look at Vegeta, let's look at it a little bit earlier before he switches. Okay, he's complete health over there. So when he switches out, he's gonna gain a card, but he's getting the buffs from Vados. And even if he did not gain key, he would gain key thanks to Vados herself lending him some key as well. So every time she switches in and switches out, either way you are getting key, so you have the ability to keep continuing a combo. And this team makes pretty good synergy here, because the Vegeta draws cards and you can draw a strike, and then you can switch to Vegeta Blue to continue strikes because you gain key and you get strikes, and it's pretty good dynamic here. And yeah, that's the idea. So that's the idea, guys. Vados is a very great support unit. You can use her different ways. You can use her to stop enemy combos. You can use it to switch from characters faster and faster and faster. Every time you switch her out, your characters become even stronger, even scarier, and her support is just insane. It's very good. I really like this unit, and this team right here is very fun for me. I really like to use the top row here, Vados, Zenkai 7, Vegeta, and Vegeta Blue. It's a good combo because of the same thing I said. It basically allows you to keep on comboing because of their individual kits. Vados has card draw speed. This Vegeta draws cards when he goes in. He draws strike attacks. If you have another strike attack, you can attack with him, then change again to Vegeta Blue. Then he draws more strikes by attacking, and you can prolong combos and stretch the matches up so you can defend yourself or like eliminate your opponent as quickly as possible. And Vados really helps here a ton. If you mix her up with let's look at it here, with 18, well, yeah, she's gonna be scarier and scarier, because 18 is pretty good by herself. Having that support makes her very good. So yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video right here, please consider giving a like, a share, and a subscribe. Please just subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 100 subs, so I really hope we can get there soon. And yeah, guys, take care and bye-bye.